Hello, beautiful community. I am very excited to come on and share a really big, juicy piece of news. So, for those of you in this community, you were drawn to this because you want to be in a soulmate relationship. Now, many people, when they go through Soul to Soul, the program that I have run very successfully for the past 6 years, they're coming to us because they're like, look, I want to attract in the most amazing, sublime relationship. And of course, what our superpower in and our proven process does is it gets every single one of our amazing clients who are in it to win it, fully committed, into a soulmate relationship with themselves. And not only is that a homecoming where they're like, oh my God, this is actually the first thing that has worked for me. Many of them have done therapy and ayahuasca and all sorts of different modalities to heal, that little girl within, but it just hasn't cut it, and it's actually stayed very cerebral and intellectual. And so I'm really, really proud of the work that has happened inside of Soul to Soul, the huge transformations, the marriages, the engagements, just people being able to enjoy themselves at a whole new level. And of course, what comes as a massive side effect is people have been getting on purpose, having pay rises, promotions. Their whole life has up leveled. So I am celebrating all of the success that we have achieved this far in Soul to Soul. And I'm actually closing out that chapter. So for many of you that have been sitting on the sidelines that wanted to do Soul to Soul, it will be coming back in another iteration in the future. But for now, it is actually off the table. It's also just another reminder to really jump when opportunities present themselves to you. You're not going to get anything from sitting on the sidelines of life. It is about being front and center on that court, playing the game of tennis, not sitting in the back seat, sucking on a Slurpee and thinking, well, I'll get to that when I'm ready. Okay, so that's just a beautiful little nugget there for you. But why I came on was to share with you that I am launching a whole new brand called Blazing Luxury, where I am going to be supporting the top 1% of elite influencers globally to open their heart and to blaze a path that they are in awe of. Underneath Blazing Luxury are many different arms. So we've got Blazing Feminine, Blazing Masculine, Blazing Relationships, and obviously Blazing Speaking Events and retreats and all sorts of other amazing things. But what I'm very excited to share with you before that's even launched is a life-changing program led by me. I haven't led a live program in years. And it is called Blazing You. And this is not only going to activate the bejesus out of your soul's calling and to call forward the biggest part of you, but for those of you that are still wanting to attract in a soulmate relationship, or perhaps you are in a relationship, but you know that you want it to actually go to another level, who you'll become during this 6 weeks with me in my golden vortex will absolutely pull that in, as well as a delicious side effect. So Blazing You is for those of you that are mega talented, which is probably everyone in this community, and you're in a place where you know that you are not punching anywhere near your capability. You know that you've been holding back. You've got your comfortable reasons and justifications, but you also know that you're not where you want to be. And it is actually depleting you at a cellular level to not actually show up in the world uninhibited. Expressing ourselves and doing the work that we're here to do is actually going to be taking a big toll on your energetic body. It is going to be depleting you. It is going to be causing sore throats, headaches, stomach aches, brain fog, all sorts of autoimmune disorders. I'm serious. It goes that deep when we keep turning away and repressing our gifts. I can say that from experience. And it can also bring on a lot of anxiety and depression, or we can use numbing behaviors, drinking too much, withdrawing from events, drugs, you name it, food. And this program, Blazing You, is for those of you that know that you're here for really big things and you're sick and tired of knowing that and talking about it, but never activating that. It's not enough to know something. It's not enough to be aware that you're a powerful, amazing, gifted soul. What good are our gifts if we're not actually going to activate them and share them? It's like people's potential. What's the point of staying in a relationship with someone because they've got the potential to be a great human if they're not being that for you? You could be waiting decades and a whole lifetime where they actually go to the grave and they never chose to activate their potential. So this program is for those of you that are like, fuck this. I am so done with playing small. I'm so done with holding back. I'm so done with living in my head. I'm so done with collecting more PhDs and all of the proof, but yet never putting yourself into that large playing field where you belong. That is going to have you feeling really uncomfortable, but also really fucking lit and alive. Because just because you are living does not mean that you are alive. And this is what I say on every single breakthrough call I've ever been on. Women come to me looking amazing, so potent, so powerful, so gorgeous, so talented, so bright, with all these PhDs coming out the wazoo. And I'm like, are you happy? Are you doing what you're here to do? And the answer is a resounding no. I couldn't be further away. I'm just going through the motions, Lucy. Okay. This is what I'm speaking to, is your soul right now. And your soul will be leaning into this conversation going, oh my God, I don't even know what this program is, but I am in. And I will give you a little bit more information, but the truth is the people that I'm calling into Blazing New, you are going to feel this at hello, just like anyone that's done soul to soul. You are going to feel the resonance. You are going to feel the frequency. You're going to feel the bigness of this container, of this golden vortex, of you and I co-creating the path that you are meant to be on, have always meant to be on, and also the path that you were born for. There is no right time other than when you choose that it is right fucking now, because your people need you to get out of your comfort zone and to deal with whatever shit's in your vortex, whatever conditioning, whatever limitations, whatever trauma is also holding you back, and to transmute that into gold so that you can blaze and create the most monumental ripple effect of impact, but not to mention the most radical, deep sense of fulfillment in your being, which is going to set into motion the most amazing feeling of peace, of knowing, of flow, of ecstatic joy, of inspiration, of a much deeper, greater connection with the divine, where you're going to literally have people saying to you, hey, are you on drugs? I have never seen you this happy. My mum said that to me when I moved to New York and I was doing an acting program 6 days a week. And it was literally like 8 in the morning till 7 at night. And it was all consuming. And not only was New York an amazing place to live, and it was the first time I said a hell's yes, I'm all in with my dream. At the time it was acting. Well, I got out of my comfort zone. I moved to New York. I didn't know anyone. And I was way older than everyone in that acting program. But I knew I was with my people. And I knew in that moment it was exactly where I was meant to be. And my soul literally had a resuscitation. I came back to life. And every day that I left my acting class in the heart of New York City, I walked home and I was just like, I am a fucking billionaire right now. Like, no one could pay me the amount of money, that I am feeling right now, and the gratitude that I had to be alive and to be me, and to be connecting with my gifts, and to be getting that feedback in real time. Hey, Lucy, you're really fucking good at this. You should make a career of it. It was like living inside of a fucking rainbow, and I was just scooping up all the gold at the pots on either end. And this is what's here for you. This is what's available for you. And my mum literally did say to me, are you doing drugs? And I was like, no, Mum. I'm actually barely sleeping at night because I am so lit up. I have never felt more on purpose. And if I die tomorrow, I'm okay with that because I've lived. And she literally thought I was on hallucinogenics. She was like, she was saying to my brother, could you check on Lucy? I wasn't even drinking. And I was, back then, definitely someone who loved a glass of Chardonnay just quietly and a couple of glasses of champagne. But no, I wasn't even drinking because I was so satiated with saying yes and leaping out of my comfort zone and putting all my energy into the path that I knew was meant for me. And it was me being heart-led for the first time. And I'd ejected from the shoulds. I'd ejected from the people-pleasing because I was so fucking numb before I made that decision, that I knew shit needed to change. And I knew I was here for bigger things. And you do too. You know that. That's why you're listening. And this live is for your soul. And you called this in. So well done, you. So over the 6 weeks, I will be taking you by the hand and I will be opening up my golden vortex, which is the most potent container that you will have ever experienced. And it is so spacious, it is so limitless, it is so unbound, and you'll be able to experience yourself and your gifts and your bigness in a way that you haven't yet. And you're going to be surrounded by like-minded women that also are here to fucking blaze and rise into who they were born to be. It is going to have the most amazing modules that I've already curated. You are going to have me showing up live. I will literally be giving you homework and I will be going through every single one of the pieces of homework that I'm giving to you. And so you are going to be getting so much me. The coolest part about this is it is $5K USD for the entire program that is going to change your life. And anyone that has worked with me knows that I have never done a program in my life for $5K. And it is far, far, far cheaper than Soul to Soul, and also now my bespoke private one-on-one coaching and VIP days and beyond, beyond, beyond. So if you've been sitting there going, oh my God, I've always wanted to work with you, Lucy, then this is your golden opportunity. And honestly, I always say to this to people, you know, that have come into Soul to Soul, it's like, you attracted this in. You attracted in that Facebook ad. You attracted in this conversation. And this is in a different stratosphere to any other program that you will have done. I can say that very confidently because of my ability to activate you at a cellular level and to lift and shift you into a quantum reality that is happening literally at the speed of light. We are able to dissolve decades of conditioning so fucking fast that you are going to wish you did this a long time ago. And that's why I say to you, it is a no-brainer. You can reach out to Charlotte, my assistant. You can certainly work out. We don't offer, straight off the bat, I'll tell you, we don't do payment plans. But for anyone that's in the US, we definitely have a beautiful option for you where you can have an amazing payment plan to help you out. But obviously this investment, it's really got to ask yourself, holy shit, what am I getting for that? And you're basically getting your life. So I could be charging 100K and up for this 6 weeks with me. But because it's a case study program, I'm calling in the most amazing souls that are ready to show up, ready to do the work and to report back on all your incredible breakthroughs. I'm not calling you in if you are wanting to be carried and in some codependent relationship. That this is not the program for you. This is for you to take radical responsibility, hitting this out of the gate, doing every single module, showing up fully and shocking the shit out of what you are capable of, where you're going to be like, oh my God, I don't even know who I was 6 weeks before this. So Blazing You is kicking off June 6th. And you will literally be putting into motion all of the steps that will be coming directly via your heart space, not from here, not from a blueprint, not from what you think you should be doing, but it's going to be coming from your soul's template on where you need to go. And we're going to be activating that big vision. And I'm going to be getting you dreaming bigger than you ever have in your life and holding you to that highest vision. The cool thing is you don't need to come in with everything figured out. Many of you will already be blazing. You're already successful. You're already earning great money. You've already got great clients, right? However, there is a big void and there is a feeling that something is missing and you're like, this is not it. You know, you're not stimulated. You're not turned on. You're not inspired. You're not excited to tell people what you're doing. That's not okay. That's not you blazing, okay? That's you going through the motions and being successful. But what the fuck is success if you're not feeling fulfilled? It's a flawed premise. This is about you blazing up on a brand new timeline where no thing or no one is going to stop you and no one or no thing is actually going to tell you how to do it because you're the one that knows how to do it better than anyone else. What I'll be doing is holding the space to clear the shit out of your vortex and to connect you with the highest vision. And you can birth that into existence during the 6 weeks so that you come away with absolute clarity, discernment, and 100% congruence. Because when you are very clear on what it is that you're here to do, you're then able to implement, to strategize, and to actualize this big mission that has for so long felt so far out of reach. And a lot of the times because we're so distracted by all of the other things we could be doing. And it's about getting laser focused on what it is that's on the edge of your heart right now that is the loudest and being all in with that, because it will shift in time. It will evolve into something completely different. But the main piece here is getting you focused and on the trajectory that's going to put you facing forward down your dream highway, so that you can execute the thing that is going to light up your soul right now. And then that is going to have the most amazing monumental ripple effect, where you'll call in the right opportunities, the right people, the right circumstances, and everything else it'll literally feel like you are plucking from the divine. And you're not even going to be having to work that hard, because you're going to be doing the work on your inner vibration and your frequency and your deservability. And that is why at the beginning of the live, I said, by coming in and putting yourself into this program of Blazing You, you will attract in, without even trying, the most supreme creme de la creme relationship, because you're not focusing on what's missing. You're not focusing on what's not here yet. You're not focusing on the gap. You're not focusing on him. You're suddenly so consumed by focusing on the most important person in your life, which is you. And you're going to fall head over heels in love with you and your big mission, your big vision. And you're going to be so committed to activating that and blazing full throttle, you're not going to have time to look behind you or to the side of you on what's not working, because that is going to put you out of alignment and it's going to kick you out of your golden vortex. And that's not what we're doing here. So reach out to Charlotte. She just put Blaze in the comments below, or Charlotte Barnes, who's my assistant, and she'll get you the details. We've made the details so perfect for you so that it's an easy yes, so you can get a sense of, even deeper sense of what this is about. But you will already know right now, you'll be chomping at the bit going, let me at it. And I am so fucking excited to co-create with you and to bring out that genius within who has been raring to go for so fucking long. It's like your soul is like finally going to high five you and be like, thank you. I felt so fucking contained. And no matter what I've been trying to say to you, you're not listening, lady. So it's going to feel liberating. You're going to feel this amazing sense of freedom, power. Wealth consciousness is something we're going to be diving deep into as well. Because you see, the issue with so many entrepreneurs and leaders is, yes, they get this success. Yes, they get the money coming in. They've got the cars, they've got the lifestyle, but it has been built upon scarcity, poverty consciousness. And so it's not sustainable. And there's a lot of hustle and grind in that energy. That is not what I'm going to be teaching you. I'm going to be teaching you to create from your divine feminine. Yes, we need the masculine for the structure as well, but to create from your divine feminine and from that quantum field, which is less doing and it's about aligning. And that is when, as I said earlier, you can magnetize what you want to you. And it is very much the law of attraction on steroids. And you're going to be having more fun than you ever have, because people freak out about, oh my God, what's my purpose? Stop being fucking caught up on what your purpose is. And it's about doing the loudest thing that's on your heart right now and just following through with that. And I promise you, it is going to lead you to the place that you've been wanting to be your entire life. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and you don't need to have that major purpose locked and loaded right now. You will get to that because it's an unfolding, right? It's a constant evolution. And the only way you're going to get to that is by choosing to be a hell's yes, as I said, with whatever is the loudest thing on your heart right now. And it cannot be about attracting a soulmate. And I say this in my teaching in Soul to Soul. It is not about the fucking soulmate. It's never been about the soulmate. You are the 5-layer decadent cake. Yeah. And he's the cherry on top, or she's the cherry on top. And so even in this program, Blazing You, this is going to be about you are the whole entire cake. You are it. And it's about building that cake from the ground up with the most supreme creme de la creme ingredients, so that you have got this sustainable path that you are activating and blazing from. And yes, you will be starting to enter into a whole new portal that is going to bring in miracles, because you're going to be opening up the miracle consciousness, the wealth consciousness, synchronicities, coincidences, flow, law of attraction, and most importantly, we're going to be opening up your heart, because that is your biggest superpower. And many of you are trying to go about your career and your purpose without your heart being involved. And this is why you're depleted and living in overwhelm, confusion. You don't have clarity. You're like, I don't know if I'm ready. And you're just living in this constant state of overwhelm and that's easily solved once we get you very, very clear and connected to what it is that you're here to do. And we're going to have so much fun in this process of you actually bringing this to the forefront and birthing it into existence. And I tell you what, your friends, your family, your people are going to thank you, and they're going to ask you what the fuck you have been doing, because they are going to see it and feel it in your energy. They're going to be drawn to you. They're going to ask, how can I help you? And even people, honestly, in the line at your coffee shop are going to want to talk to you, because suddenly your light is on. Your metaphoric light, but also the light in your face. Your eyes are going to be sparkling. People will be asking you, what is that you're wearing right now? Is it a new foundation? It's like, no, it's my fucking dream. That's what I'm wearing. Do you know how many people asked me in New York what foundation I was wearing? I was wearing a really cheap Trader Joe's moisturizer. It certainly wasn't that at the time. It was what I'm talking about right now. And the ripple effect happened really fucking fast, including my soulmate coming into my life and getting on purpose. So blaze in the comments, reach out to Charlotte, get yourself set up. We kick off June 6th, and this is going to change your life, and it is going to change the relationship with yourself in a way that I am so fucking excited for. And tell your friends, you know, if this is something you're like, oh my God, my friend needs this, then bring her or him in, tag them, share this with them. Let's get it out there, because by you activating your gifts, you are literally giving permission to activate theirs, and you are raising the entire collective inside of your yes, I am in. Let's blaze. Big, big love. Can't wait to see you. Mwah.